come you say you will when you won't? Oh baby, do baby when you don't. Let me know, honey, how love feels. Is the truth now? Is love real? Honey, don't.
Good morning. It's Monday, October 5th, 2009. I'm Tom Remington. Thank you for taking a few moments out of your day to tune in to the Open Air with Tom Remington show. This morning, I want to talk a little bit about the failure of the United States to get the Olympic Games for Chicago. And first of all, let me say that I think it's unfortunate that we wasn't successful in getting the games to Chicago. It's always a risk whether or not you'll make money. And, we hear all this stuff about all of, Obama's cronies and, the daily, machine in Chicago and how all the cronies are going to make money and all of that. So, and it's probably true, but isn't that sort of the way it is anyway? Whether it was going to be in Boston or Los Angeles, Atlanta, or in your backyard, there's always a certain amount of that so-called cronyism that goes on. But anyway, there's some people that are actually blaming Obama because we didn't get the games. Now, you can debate whether or not you thought that President Obama should have spent taxpayers' money and utilized his time in such a way that, by him traveling to Copenhagen to make a presentation, whatever. I think it's a legitimate argument as to whether or not it was high enough priority to warrant him doing that. But if some of the information that I'm getting and reading is at all accurate, it appears that President Obama was pressured by the U.S. Olympic Organizing Committee and the people in Chicago, and they kept telling Obama and his people that the vote in Copenhagen, the four cities, which was Chicago, Rio de Janeiro, Madrid, Spain, and Japan. Japan's not a city, it's a state. It's a country, sorry. They told him that the vote was real close, and they convinced him that if he went, it might be enough to put them, over and win the thing. Obviously, that wasn't true. Matter of fact, the first round of voting, the U.S. was gone, and I forget how many votes they got, but it wasn't very many. So I guess we can only conclude one of two things: either the information or intelligence, if you will, that the Chicago people had about the games was bad information, or they lied to Obama and they just, kind of got caught up in the moment, and maybe lied is a little strong, but or unless somebody can prove that the vote was that close and the vote maybe was in the bag until President Obama went over there and he totally blew the whole thing and angered people and da-da-da-da. I think it's sort of unfair to point a finger at President Obama and blame him because we didn't get the Olympics. But I'm certainly not one who is sitting here gloating at President Obama's supposed failure. I questioned whether or not it was something that a U.S. president should do. We're in a war. We got a major decisions to make in Afghanistan and Iraq and Iran, and among other things here at home, the economy and the healthcare issue that And from what I understand, President Obama did not want to go, and it was a last-minute decision, blah, blah, blah. So, anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I know it surprised some people. It sounds like I'm almost, defending President Obama, but, in a way that I am. So, unless I can get some concrete evidence that the vote was in the bag and he ruined it, then, I'm not going to blame him because, the vote wasn't there. There was, it's politics. There's always politics involved when it comes to the Olympics. Always has been, from who gets the games all the way down to who got what for a score on their judging, But anyway, so that was my rant for today. You go out and have yourself a good day, and tune in again real soon, and I'll see you real soon. Thank you.
Well, how come you say you will when you won't? Oh, baby, do, baby, when you don't. Let me know, honey, how love feels. Is the truth now? Is love real? Honey, don't